Life throws us all kinds of challenges, all kinds of changes. I wouldn't have it any other way. I said to an 11-year-old last week, he was struggling with a certain issue, and I said, can you imagine if right out of the gate, from the time we were born, things just went the way we wanted? And he rolled his eyes and said, oh, that'd be boring. Life's full of challenges and makes it exciting. So when we come across challenges like arguing, fighting, separating, divorcing, it's another mountain to climb, like the mountains behind us. How we look at that mountain can change us. And remember, we've worked with a lot of people over the years. You didn't pick this. I've never met a parent that said, I'd like to grow up, fall in love, have children, and then wreck it. So it's not something we picked. We didn't pick our parents. We didn't pick our genes. So think about that. As you're more compassionate and kind to yourself or ourselves, we can be more kind and compassionate to others, including your co-parent, even though it seems like a mountain to climb. Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming in on our YouTube channel. Thanks for looking into ways that you can adjust more effectively after separation and divorce for yourself as well as for your children. The best interest of the children, happy, healthy parents. Balanced, content, equipped, healthy parents. Stay tuned right to the end of the video where we'll provide a couple of resources that can help you on this journey toward more effective separation divorce behaviors. What to do next? What's the most important? Involvement with both parents is the most important. Finding ways to have your child involved with both parents and have parents actively involved in the child's life doesn't have to be 50-50. I've had families come in, they say they're up to 70-70 now. They work so well together that they have access even during the other parents' access time. Lots of things can come out of this. Invited right into the home to see the decorating of the bedrooms that the children have done. Being invited into the hospital for the birth of another child with your co-parent and their new mate. Well, relationships are only restricted by our minds. Imagine what's possible. To get along well afterwards, to keep healthy boundaries in there as well, and we're changing all the time. So it is very important to get some coaching. Think about how you can do this. A cooperative parenting, adjustment after divorce, and really improving the communication. It's possible with some good guidance. What we're avoiding is disaster. So it's important to remind ourselves of that. Disasters happen daily and weekly with respect to us arguing and fighting. Imagine how you feel at work when your bosses are fighting. Imagine how you feel when they're not getting along and giving you a different game plan. Lots of people say angry, upset, confused, and then I'm going to do whatever I want. Children often get there as well. So we didn't pick it, but we can certainly pick how we adjust afterwards. One of the most enjoyable stages or components of the grieving process is acceptance. Getting ourselves to a place where we accept our place in life. It's very helpful, and it's a mental fitness strategy to accept where we find ourselves in the world, the situation we find ourselves in. I've found for years it's easier to move into another position when we accept the position we're in. Not accepting what's going on tends to make us stuck. Makes it difficult to move out of that position. So reaching a place of acceptance that you are separated and that you can do really, really well. With assistance, with some coaching, you can do really well after separation and divorce to prevent so many preventable problems down the road. And that's important, but not just prevent problems, because we can also enhance our child development. Our children can develop more effectively with parents that are finding ways to solve problems calmly, get along, and have a unified parenting approach. At least even if you do parallel parenting, a parallel approach. So a couple of good resources, the titles of some of the books after separation aren't the greatest. I already mentioned Cooperative Parenting and Divorce. Another one is called Collateral Damage. Collateral Damage by Dr. John Cherban. Things get really bad after separation and divorce. It might be Dr. Warshak's book, Divorce Poison. How children and parents can start to feel overwhelmed by the toxicity of interaction, and the interactional patterns get really awful, to consuming most of your mind, most of your life. We don't get a lot of equipping in our childhood, in our schooling for parenting. So remember that. Be kind to yourselves. We certainly don't get a lot of coaching on separation, divorce, and how to handle it well. So be kind to yourself. We blow it. We're not perfect. We all say that. Parents aren't perfect. So when we blow it, own it. Accept that we blew it. Find ways to repair. Encourage the other parent. Oops. Maybe give them a gift certificate or a gift card saying, oh, well, I blew it, so here's dinner out, or here's a coffee, or whatever you like. Finding ways to help the other parent. And even encouraging the children for Mother's Day and Father's Day is a very loving activity that sends a message to the kids. Wow, Mom, Dad really care about the other parent. It helps them learn how to manage conflict and difficulties with relationships for years and years ahead. Thanks again. Remember, hit subscribe, and you can join us on the journey to self-improvement and better mental fitness in relationships. Thanks, and take care out there.